Let's move on to Tua.
Yeah,
and
cool.
I enjoyed watching the Dolphins the other night, or the other afternoon, and then watching it back again.
Right.
He looked pretty good.
Yes, he did.
His numbers here, let me find him. He was 16 out of 23, 183, 1 touchdown, and no picks. More than the numbers you talk about passing the sight test. Look the part
right
for most of the game.
Agreed.
At Are You Easy says, it feels like Trevor, pardon me.
I am easy.
I was just so intrigued by the easy part. I was hoping that somebody else easy made the next inquiry. But this is at Joe4024. You can do what you want with that in a moment. How long does Miami realistically give Tua before they have no choice but to look in another direction? A tiny bit tone deaf based off of the one game he just played?
Yeah.
Because he played pretty well.
Yeah, no, listen, I think there was concern with Tua and all that. The Deshaun Watson rumors and all that were real. I don't need to speculate. I know. I've been saying this all spring. If Deshaun Watson was made available, they were going to trade for him. Now, it didn't happen. And for Tua's sake, good thing. He has definitely improved. He's been phenomenal in both preseason games. I mean, phenomenal. He had the one bad interception against the Bears down the middle of the field. And, he'll learn his limitations and things like that. Do I ever think Tua's going to be Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers? No, I don't think he's going to be that. But do I think he can win games and you can get to the playoffs and the Super Bowl with Tua? I do. I think so. I don't think they're going to ask him to make the team all about him. The Dolphins as a team passed the look test. To me, they look like early 2000 Patriots, 89, 90 New York Giants type of football teams where they're big across the line, they're fast where they need to be, and they execute, they understand situations, and I am excited about that. But as far as Tua is concerned, like you said, the look test, I think there's first off the movement in the pocket and the feel in the pocket.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Let's picture that. I think.
Let's do that, Paulie. Let's check this out. So the movement in the pocket and just the feel and the subtle slides and everything like that are phenomenal.
And this is the most recent preseason game against Atlanta a couple days ago.
Atlanta, and they dominated Atlanta. I mean, it was an ass whooping. Yeah. It really was. So here we go. Let's go to the next picture. Shotgun. We got a 3rd and 6 here. Yep, and Tua's got the ball. Yeah, okay. Pretty top of his drop, pretty good pocket. He's okay here, right? So let's go to the next picture. You see Gesicki down the middle. But look at this. Good feel, slides to the left. He's not tucking the ball going, I got to run. This is getting scary in here. He's 2 hands on the ball. Eyes are still down the field. He realizes 88 Gesicki in front of him is going to be open if he runs the route the proper way.
Right.
So he's like, that. I'm not going to get off this guy because what Gesicki's doing right now is straightening up the defender to make him run upfield, and then he's going to cross over the field to get the separation. So let's go to the next picture, and as you can see, there goes Gesicki. But this is the point I want to make more than anything. I don't think Tua last year throws this football. I think Tua last year is like, they were way more open in Alabama. I don't want to throw this.
You think he wouldn't have found a way to maneuver in the
Maybe
pocket?
not either. He might have panicked a little bit and decided to run or tuck it or just get out of the pocket altogether. And I'm sure they showed him some Brady tape. I mean, that's all New England guys down there, Godsey, and that's where Brady's amazing. But then look at the throw. Tua does have a quick release, and he's got a bunch of different deliveries. He really does. Yeah, it's not the most powerful arm in the world, but he can make every throw. And that was impressive. And that's the one thing that I think's popped out to me more than anything. You can see he's more comfortable. He knows where he wants to go with the ball. There's more of an aggressive mindset.
Yes.
And he's not afraid to pull the trigger into a tight window now to go, wait, no, that's open in the NFL. It's tight, but that's open. I got to get it done.
And he had a really similar type play on the touchdown pass a couple of moments later where he had to move in the pocket a little bit and throw again. So here we go. I think this is just a play or two later, Chris.
It is. I think it is. It's 2 plays later. Here we go. We got 2nd and goal, right? You could see Atlanta's got like a 4 across look right across the goal line. Go ahead. Let it go. This is also another great play. First off, 4 across, 7 dropping, right? Man, there might not be a chance for me to really throw the ball into the end zone and make the throw. But where he makes the play is he reads it through. And what I mean by that is he looks for the throws in the end zone. He doesn't go, oh, wait, they're playing a prevent defense. Let me just check it down. His fact that he still tried to stay aggressive, maybe a corner falls down, maybe a safety falls down, that pushes the defense back even more. And then there's the rhythm. Let's go to the next picture, Petey, where, again, here we go, stepping up in the pocket, and he has to step up aggressive here. As you can see, like 2 shoulders are parallel to the line of scrimmage. And he gets up, okay, and let's go to the next one. You see there, avoids it, still has 2 hands on the ball. For a smaller quarterback, very important. Come on, we don't want fumbles to be a part of the thing. But then he knows, okay, I got my back against this coverage against a linebacker. And I looked downfield and gave it a chance and did all those things. And then, unlike let's say a Trey Lance who we talked about on Monday, he always throws the appropriate ball in these type of throws. That's what I love too. He's not going to throw a 105-mile-per-hour fastball where you're going to go, well, the fucking running back can't catch that.
Right.
Like, that's not fair to him. You're in a mosh pit of people. He can barely see you, and now you're going to throw it 105 miles per hour. It's just not fair.
Yeah.
He has a great way of just kind of touch flicking it, spins it nice, puts it in the spot where the guy can get it, doesn't have to stop or break stride, and boom, it's a touchdown.
And there it is.
There it is.
A couple of things about that. Number one, what I really liked, the point you made about him being aggressive with the aggressive mindset.
Yeah.
The maneuverability and the shiftiness in the pocket, making that look easy, was wonderful. But he started out in the first quarter, and Atlanta was giving him the underneath, but it was just dink after dink after dink. I'm like, okay, I know this is working. I know you're moving the ball. I've seen this before.
I know.
I want to see him push it downfield.
Right.
And it was almost like a progression. First quarter got over. Okay, I'm warmed up, and he started doing things like that in the second.
Right.
And that's what I want to see. This Mitch Trubisky 12 completions for 45 yards thing isn't going to work.
Right.
And after watching it, I looked up a couple things from last year. He was 30th in the NFL for quarterbacks in yards per attempt.
Yeah.
30th.
Yeah.
And okay, some schemes are more aggressive than others.
Sure.
But at some point, it's on the quarterback for pushing it down the field a little more.
Yeah.
And he's completed 24 passes in the preseason. He's well over 10 yards per completion, only preseason.
Yeah.
But to me, what I'm seeing in the little sample size I've seen, here's a guy who's willing to push it downfield in the intermediate parts of the field a little bit more.
Yeah, I think so, 100%. I think we had some conversations last year where I went, listen, they're running the same plays with Fitzpatrick and Tua.
Right.
Tua just not throwing it and making the right decision. I don't know what else to tell you. There's not like Fitzpatrick was coming in the game and they were going, let's call the good plays now.
Yeah.
No, Tua was running those too. He was not, whatever, knowing the offense as well, as comfortable, not wanting to pull the trigger and all those type of things.
You don't want to make a mistake when you're young.
No. And, I think the other thing, too, just you bring up, because, early on it was check downs and short passes and all those things, but you said it right. They still moved the ball and all those type of things. And that's where you go, hey, okay, I'm fine with you doing it right there. They were kind of playing soft coverages and things like that. But what he did with the patience of doing that, all of a sudden they started going, okay, he's patient. He's going to pick us apart here.
Yeah.
We got to start playing man-to-man and doing some things. And then he was like, well, you. I could throw the ball 15 to 20 yards down the field too. So it was good to see. I'm rooting for Tua. I know everybody thinks I hate the guy. Not true. Sorry. Not true. Just gave you an evaluation for the draft and things that concern me.
You can't rate every quarterback 1 or 2. You can't have every quarterback in the top half of the league.
I know. I don't really root against anybody at quarterback. And Tua's got such a great way.
Before we move on to the next one, one other thing. I forget your exact words, but you talked about Miami giving you a feeling of a team that's coming on.
Yeah.
You know what they are in their last 25 games under Flores? 15-10. So it's not like they're just barely around 500. They've been a nice team that just needs a quarterback to be consistent. So they are right there.
They're right there. And now you got, last year we just missed out on the playoffs. We went 10-6. We know we belong. We got a few other pieces on the team. The one thing anybody that knows me, the first thing I look at always on a team is go offense, defensive line. I mean, they got boatloads of offensive linemen and boatloads of big dudes on the defensive line and linebackers to go along with it. So there's never going to be a game or a team that they're outmatched up front. That's going to give them the fighting chance. And then you go, damn, okay, pretty good scheme. Great scheme on defense. Great corners. Pretty good safety play. Oh, receivers are better this year. So they just have the look of a team that, again, I don't want to say playoffs because the AFC is real, and especially the AFC East. But I would be shocked if they're not, again, like last year, right there, last game of the year, in it, or maybe even in the playoffs. I think they're that caliber of team for sure.